man who lives in the past has no plan for the future. And in most cases, a lot of people that are living in the past, they have no growth. They're still the same. You're thinking about all these things, but you haven't changed a bit. You've stopped yourself from growth. The way you did that is just by focusing so much on the past that you've ended up completely losing focus of the present. This is where I used to come to think of one chick. And
This is another one of the places where I was thinking about another chick. Yeah, isn't that great? You can see how this country is treating me. This place is refreshing, gotta say. The weather's not too bad either. And it's like 19 degrees now, maybe, or 20. It's like the perfect weather for outfits, I gotta say. I mean, you can rock almost any kind of outfit.
man, it was nice back when I used to talk to this chick. Man, I remember when I used to go crazy at the club. Sheesh. And I hate my past. I was so cringe back then. Yuck, I wish I never do that again. Man, just this random cringe time. Ugh, that sound familiar to you? There's two types of thinking when it comes to the past. There is the good past and the bad past. In my opinion, both of them are pretty bad. If the good things were all sins, and Shaitan has tricked you into missing those sins. Man, I remember talking to this girl. She made me feel so loved. Maybe I should go and DM her. Secondly, the bad past. Man, I used to be so cringe. Oh, yuck, I hate myself. It's nice to reminisce sometimes. To think about the good times, right? To think childhood was great. But usually the case is that your present is so bad that you don't really like it. You don't like your present, so therefore there's something you have to like, and that's your past. So you focus on it so much to the point where now you've just given yourself an incentive to keep hating on your present, to stop growing.
The crazy thing is, it's like, even right now, I'm thinking about the past. Even right now, the shaitan is trying to romanticize the past for me, and I'm thinking like, damn, those were such good times. But honestly, it's not.
And the opposite isn't really any better. You know, always thinking about the future, always worrying about the future, thinking, man, am I gonna get this job? Am I gonna be financially free in the future? Am I gonna be able to retire my parents? That's also a trick of the shaitan. You gotta understand, the shaitan works over time. If you don't keep yourself in check, both of these things will take you down. Worrying about the future does not have any benefit to you. And honestly, I guarantee, in your deathbed, you'd not look back and think, ugh, I wish I worried a little bit more about my future. Oh, I wish I had even more anxiety about my future.
You know, a lot of the Muslim youth today, the biggest thing on their mind is marriage, right? You're thinking about, how am I gonna marry this girl? You're thinking about the nikah, you're thinking of everything. It's such a dream, right? I think it's way too romanticized. Not gonna lie. You know, you had one experience with a girl and now you wanna marry her. Maybe you watch a little too many movies. That question to you is, bro, why would her father say yes to you? Ask yourself that. Why would he say yes? I remember I was 16 thinking about all this stuff. Like, brother, you have not even lived your life yet. You don't even know. Rent, okay? Rent, meher, being the leader of the house. So many different things on your shoulders. And wallah, everything is possible. You know, everything is possible for Allah. But have you even found yourself? Do you even love yourself? Because honestly, I've learned this the hard way. If you don't even know yourself, don't put your love into a girl. Don't put nothing into a girl. If you don't even know Allah, why would you know a girl for Him? All these things, they lead you actions into worrying about the future. And then, if you do end up getting married, you end up putting her before Allah. And that's not good. Brother, good luck out there finding a woman. You're freaking 18 years old worrying about marriage. Give yourself a break. Go skydiving first or something, man. Live your life. A girl will come, because I'm sure you've heard Allah written his name next to your woman.
Now, a true believer isn't going to have all these things. Because, first of all, he's not going to be thinking about the past because he knows the tricks of the shaitan. He knows that the shaitan wants to bring him back to his sins. And secondly, he's not going to be thinking about the future because he has faith in Allah, because he believes that Allah will give him the right thing, because he makes dua and he has 100% belief. I need you to understand, 100%. Lots of us make dua and we're just like, is this dua gonna be freaking answered? Like, I don't really know. Let me ask you something. You've heard that in tahajjud, your duas, and you go to sleep and you wake up for tahajjud to make dua. If you do that, then you believe that the tahajjud has so much power for your dua to be accepted, right? You must have that same belief in every single dua you make. Same belief that, my tahajjud dua is going to be 100% definitely going to be answered if I make dua for this. Same way, any dua you make right now, sit down, you make dua right now, like, Ya Allah grant me success in this dunya and the akhirah. Khalas, 100% belief. And this has been the number one thing that has taken away my anxiety. And this will be the number one thing that will stop you from overthinking. Do not call yourself an overthinker. Don't give yourself labels that you don't really need. You're not an overthinker. The shaitan is the one that's making you overthink. The shaitan is the one that's giving you that identity, not you. You are not made to worry and be anxious all the time. Allah does not want that from you. So what you could take away from this video is that, your past, you could think like, oh man, I used to do these things. I'm grateful I'm not in that same place anymore. Use gratitude and defeat the shaitan. And for the future, if you have goals, put all that focus in the present so that you can reach those goals. Don't worry about the goals. Work so that you can actually reach the goals. And matter of fact, focusing on the present, working for the goals will naturally make you worry less about the future because now you have an input that you're putting in. And remember, when things are going good, that's okay. Don't sabotage yourself into thinking if things are going good, then something bad must be coming. No, it's fine. Things can go good for you. Just yap, and I guess I made the video.